They said he saved WWE. They said he was the mastermind who brought it back from the dead. The man who signed the talent, the man who built the stories, the man who turned a sinking ship into a global phenomenon all over again. And now, they want him gone. Stay right there, because what I'm about to tell you is going to make your blood boil. And trust me, by the end of this video, you're going to have something to say. Drop it in the comments, because this conversation needs to happen. What is up, WrestleScope Nation? Welcome back to the only channel that goes deeper than the promos, beyond the storylines, and straight into the truth of what's happening inside the most powerful sports entertainment company on the planet. I'm your host, and today, oh today, we are going to war. Because the rumor circulating right now in WWE circles is one of the most jaw-dropping, gut-punching stories we have ever covered on this channel. WWE is reportedly laying the groundwork to strip Triple H of his creative and executive power and possibly remove him from his role as Chief Content Officer entirely. Let that sink in. The man who, since taking creative control in 2022, has been credited with bringing back legends, rebuilding fan trust, and orchestrating one of the most critically acclaimed eras in recent WWE history, may be on his way out the door. But here's the twist that nobody is talking about. This isn't just about Triple H. This is about a power struggle happening right now at the very top of WWE, and TKO Group Holdings may be pulling strings that could change professional wrestling forever. To understand why this story is so explosive, you have to understand just how much Triple H has meant to the modern WWE product. Cast your mind back to 2022. Vince McMahon, the man who built WWE into an empire, was forced to step down amid scandal and controversy. The company was in chaos, creative was stale, morale backstage was reportedly at an all-time low, superstars were frustrated, fans were tuning out. Then, Paul Levesque, Triple H, stepped in. Almost immediately, the product transformed. The same fans who had been checking out started checking back in. Within months, he had brought back Sasha Banks and Naomi, now Bianca Belair's rivals, now stars again. He re-signed fan favorites. He pushed new talent to the moon. He gave us Sami Zayn's WrestleMania moment. He gave us the CM Punk return. He greenlit stories that actually made sense and respected the audience's intelligence. Critics and fans alike called it a creative renaissance. And yet, apparently, that's not enough for the suits upstairs. Here's where it gets messy, and I want you to pay very close attention here. Since WWE's merger with UFC to form TKO Group Holdings in 2023, the corporate landscape has shifted dramatically. This is no longer a wrestling company run by wrestling people. This is a publicly traded sports and entertainment conglomerate, and publicly traded companies answer to one thing above all else: numbers. And here's what the boardroom is reportedly whispering. For all of Triple H's creative success, TKO executives are allegedly concerned about the pace of monetization, the direction of certain business deals, and crucially, whether Triple H's vision aligns with TKO's aggressive global expansion strategy. There are whispers, and these are whispers, let me be clear, that certain executives within TKO want a more commercially driven, less creatively autonomous figure in that seat. Someone who reports more directly to corporate, someone who prioritizes TV rights deals, stadium events, and international licensing over long-term storytelling arcs and roster development. In other words, they don't want a wrestling guy in charge of the wrestling. They want a business guy in charge of the wrestling. And Triple H, he's a wrestling guy, through and through. Now I want to ask you something, and I genuinely want to read your answer in the comments section below. Is removing Triple H the most dangerous thing WWE could do right now? Drop it below. I will be reading every single one. But wait, here's the part of this story that absolutely nobody is saying out loud, and it's the thing I can't stop thinking about. There are people in WWE's inner circle who reportedly still believe that the Vince McMahon blueprint, the iron-fisted, creatively dictatorial, commercially obsessed model, was not the problem. They believe the scandal was the problem, the man was the problem, but the model? Some people in that building think the model was fine. And if that's true, if there are executives at TKO who are quietly nostalgic for the old way of doing things, then what we're witnessing isn't just a corporate restructure. It's a silent coup to reclaim the soul of WWE, and Triple H is standing right in the middle of it. Think about it this way. Triple H's era is defined by putting the product first, long-term booking, character development, listening to the audience. It's everything the wrestling community begged for during the Vince era. If TKO removes him and replaces him with a corporate-friendly executive, we could be looking at a massive regression, all in the name of quarterly earnings reports. The fans win when Triple H has power.
The shareholders win when he doesn't. And right now, the shareholders are in the driver's seat. Let's talk consequences, because this isn't just about one man's job. This is about the future direction of the entire company. If Triple H loses his role or has his power significantly diluted, we're potentially looking at a complete reversal of the momentum WWE has built. Think about the talent he's signed, the feuds he's built, the brand loyalty he's restored. All of that is contingent on someone with his vision staying in power. There's also the question of talent relations. Multiple WWE superstars have spoken, publicly and privately, about how different it is working under Triple H's creative guidance compared to the previous regime. The respect, the communication, the collaborative storytelling. If that changes, what happens to talent retention? What happens to free agent signings? And then there's the NXT pipeline, Triple H's baby, the developmental brand he essentially rebuilt from the ground up. Without his stewardship, does NXT continue as a legitimate third brand, or does it get gutted to cut costs? The ripple effects here are enormous, and I don't think enough people are taking this seriously yet. Here's my honest take on all of this, and I want you to tell me if you agree. The wrestling business is at a crossroads unlike anything we've seen in 20 years. AEW is still fighting for relevance, New Japan is expanding its American footprint, Netflix deals and billion-dollar TV rights are reshaping everything. In that environment, the person at the creative helm of WWE has arguably never been more important. Triple H gets it. He's been in that ring. He's told those stories. He knows what makes wrestling matter to people, not just as a product to be sold, but as an art form that connects with audiences on a visceral, emotional level. Losing that? Replacing it with spreadsheet thinking? That's not just bad for wrestling. That's a betrayal of every fan who came back to WWE because they finally felt heard again. Look, right now, this is a developing story. Nothing is confirmed, and I genuinely hope that what I've outlined today stays in the rumor category. But the fact that we're even having this conversation, the fact that these whispers are getting loud enough to reach us, means something is happening behind those closed boardroom doors. WWE without Triple H at the creative helm is a different company, and not a better one. So here's what I need from you right now. This video exists because of this community, the people who care about wrestling, who pay attention, who won't let the suits quietly dismantle something great without making noise. So make noise. Drop a comment below right now. Do you think WWE would dare remove Triple H? And if they did, would you keep watching? I want to read every reply. If this video opened your eyes, smash that like button. It genuinely helps this channel reach more fans who need to hear this story. And if you are not yet subscribed to WrestleScope, what are you doing? Hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you never miss a breakdown like this one. We are not done with this story, not by a long shot. As more details emerge, you will hear it here first. Until next time, stay sharp, stay loud, and never stop watching.